Hello everyone and good morning. Even though it's already not morning anymore, almost, but hey. Anyway, thank you for the like, arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, today we're gonna do a little bit of story. I have to go in a few hours and I won't be able to stream probably, I'm afraid, for a second time today. I will see, I will try, but it's kind of out of my hands, it's kind of out of my control. So I'm sorry if I can't make it anymore. But yeah. Hi Ellie! It's, there's not much I can do about it. Let me just switch this. So today I'm gonna start off with a bit of main story first. How are you doing, Ellie, as well, by the way? How are you? I see you have tidings for Lord Hien. May I show you in? Yes. So we're gonna do a little bit of main story. I think normally, if I'm not mistaken, we are 7 quests away from actually hitting Shadowbringers. If I do that and if I still have time, I'm gonna see if we can do some more trials. There's actually one here. Red of the Snakes. There was another one, but I guess they're already full now. I still want the mount, obviously. You doing good? I'm doing fine, I'm doing fine. Alright, get into the story, shall we? Also, I'm gonna level up the Dragoon a bit and probably make a Paladin anytime soon as well. Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. The Kojin and the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the steppe tribes. Nice, everyone's here. We have also been joined by our neighbors from Naxia and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca, though the scattered nature of the latter resistance will somewhat delay their official induction. These proud people have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. I am glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. Yeah, true, Alamigo's about to get attacked. Already forgot that part. I thank you for bringing me news of Alphina. His fate is never far from my thoughts, and not only because he is our emissary. As for this sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamigo would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Every report we receive from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring in fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the Burns is in place. The all-important elegant energy barrier. The energy barrier, yes. I thought to call it something more auspicious. A name drawn from the 4 Lords of Legends, perhaps? Syria Aegis, or some such? Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report that they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protected Aziz's lab firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compared. Can't see my face, I'm hiding, don't mention. I will come too if you don't mind, though I am not no Yishtola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course, time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yugiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the war council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Where are the storms? Pop up. Na 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 na. We will cross the burn by a yawl and falcon as before. Join me at the overlook near the House of the Fierce. Okay. Ba-dam-bam. Boom, ba-bum. Good. Go 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 go. Na 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 na. Oh. Give it a word when you're ready to take wing. Head to the burn, yes. Let's take a look. Nolly mentioned that there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes in these last few quests, so let's see. Hopefully I don't have to narrate them all. It's always more fun when they narrate. Because, you know, I probably don't do a too bad job of it, but obviously their voices are the better ones.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand.
Nice.
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Nah. Ooh, fancy screen. I wonder, is it gonna work from the first time, or is something going to go amiss? Woo!
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming.
Is it actually gonna work from the first time?
1,000 yarms. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
Really? Whoa, okay, it looks massive though.
4,000. 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yarms. We've done it.
Nice, didn't expect that to work for the first time, to be honest. I was expecting something to go around. Go like boom.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wolf for us.
I guess that's true. Oink.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Ian, you naughty. I was hoping for a fireball. He wanted the thing to go boom. Wait, hang on. The good guys. Yep. It's our Shadow Hunter.
By the gods. It's Alpha now. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
Oh, he has the same probably as Y'shtola.
Not him too.
Same as Y'shtola and Rianje and Tancred, like everyone else pretty much. The souls ripped out of them.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions.
Yeah, I know who you are, by the way.
Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Oh, he's going to present himself this time, is he? The Black Wolf, Gaius Van Belz. Indeed, it's him.
Aye, Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. one I have long since relinquished.
He still lives! Remember, Ellie, this is the guy. Such devastation was not my intention.
The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Balsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
That's the same guy, but without the mask.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
I guess there is.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Yeah, with a big boom. Everything went to shites.
How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
Yep, the one in Praetorium, this guy.
The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least.
You flippin' survived that.
A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
We have a really strong ally with us now if he's gonna stay as a good guy. He already killed a few anyway.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions.
Oh, that's his mask.
I live now only to exact revenge.
Dude, that was his little mask part.
My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion.
Yep. We done that one.
But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword.
He's a
Are the Scions
beast,
not
though.
of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership
See
that we
here.
began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
5 masks. He already killed 5 on his own.
Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source.
Oops, sorry, hit the mic.
The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
That would be Elidibus.
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention.
He's tall.
They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno C.A. Galvus.
Well, obviously Elidibus wants to kill us.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
Yeah, we've seen him already.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations? Or was it the will of the Emperor?
Kind of both, because the Emperor was an Ascian, or is an
I
Ascian.
must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
That's true, that's true.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
Probably mine, eh? You're right, there are more important matters at hand. We'll settle this another time. Nah, you're right, there are more important matters at hand. None of these, boy, Senko. I was about to say, he's the only one still standing ready to fight. I was like the only one still. Oh my god!
Scorn those who place their faith in false gods. Even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
Sure, Ellie, thanks for joining. Hope to see you soon again.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
Don't forget your barrier, okay?
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Mm-hmm. Na-na-na-na. Alphino is safely ensconced in a private chamber. My finest healer is examining him as we speak. I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alize. I do, but Alphino is returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as a sign, yours and yours brothers both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made and little time to make them. To business then, my lord, now what we know. Sirius Wall works as intended. Can we expect reinforcements for Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our forces must be transported by sea, a lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Alder Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distance in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Aldernate friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Elfina a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a chirurgeon accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Ian. Yugiri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo, enlist all those capable of teleportation and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. Lees and Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Meanwhile, at the Black Rose chemical plant. Ah, okay, here we go. Which they normally blew up or sabotaged. Seems like they just keep on running though.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
Oh crap, they're just making you already.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence.
Huh? I'm not fine. Hi, Koneko!
Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
Morning, how are you doing? Well, good day by now.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire.
You doing good? Nah, it's good to hear. Me too, me too.
You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise.
Just a bit sad that I won't be able to stream in the afternoon decently. Maybe later in the evening, but I'm not sure. I have to wait it out. I can't tell.
Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed.
Second stream, if I make it, it's either gonna be Naraka, Apex, or Paladins. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it, that's the problem.
Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way.
And if it's Naraka, I will be more calm.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude.
I have to see if I'm gonna make it, that's the problem, I don't know.
I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
Hey!
If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise.
Nah, I'm not breaking anything. I've raged a lot bigger but off stream already. Before I started streaming, I've never broken anything.
Together,
Are you crazy?
give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Are you crazy? I'm not breaking stuff. Everything is way too expensive. Mouse, keyboard, headset. There's nothing to break here. The worst I do is hit my desk. That's about it. That's the worst I probably have ever done. I've never broken anything of my you need to see the Naraka Blade stream. Naraka Blade point. I got pretty annoyed, I'll admit. We must leave now to convene with Eorzin's leaders, and it may be some time before I return to Dome. Hakura, I leave you in command. My lord. Oh, the doggo is Hakura. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I've just received word from Lys. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to a resistance officer stationed in Porta Praetoria, who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. I've never broken anything of my gaming gear yet. Are you crazy? I spare no expense when I choose some of my gaming gear. Hi Daft, good morning! Thank you for the like, arigato. Like mouse, keyboard, headset, all's triple digits, so I'm not gonna throw something like that. I'm not that stupid. I have that control. I will yell, but that's probably the worst. You'll hear me do. I can yell, that's all. And normally it should be not so loud because of the settings I have on the microphone. Lurky, thanks for the lurk. Ah, you must be the signed party I was told to look out for. I'll follow you. If you will follow me, thank you. I'll take you directly to the Alliance headquarters. Like, I know of humans who throw their controllers, for example, when they play like FIFA and stuff like that, but I've never broken anything. Also, controller is not triple digits as well, so, but still, that'd be baka. It'd be so stupid. The worst I do is yell. And usually, like yesterday, I was not angry on anyone except for me. Thank you for the like. I was like messing up all the time, I couldn't do anything, I felt so useless, and then I get annoyed on myself.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, were our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
People were trying hard yesterday, but the problem is also... I get annoyed even if I know I can't do anything about it. Like when...
So, Alphino won't wake up.
Hang on,
Gaius
cutscene.
Van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that sounds about right, at least.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Well, yeah, he already killed 5 or 6. More than we.
Speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varus Zos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself?
The Emperor himself? Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Yay! Oh, Alize, I thought me.
Gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
Yay! So I don't need to do it then?
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Crap. Nope! I'm not for the politics either. Okay, I'll be there,
That's settled then. We don't know what Varus means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon a big dragon on his face if he not listen nicely and be peaceful.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
I'm kind of afraid for the gas though. They were rebuilding the gas already. So as I was saying, I just get annoyed as well, even though I know I can't do anything about it. Like if all 3 enemies are like hitting you with basic attacks, there's no way escaping, there's no way retaliating, I think. It makes it super hard, but even those things just annoy me because I just felt useless. But I found out I could play a support girl without having to do damage and still be useful, just heal you guys, for example. There was actually a guide about her the guy was like, you actually don't fight so much with her, because what you try mostly to do is link to an ally, keep them healed, let them do more damage, or let them take reduced damage, depending on which skill you take. And then either CC them, the enemy, if they're in trouble with the teleport skill, or heal them up big time with the heal skill. And at the meantime, you can't fight, so you just start dodging and running around to actually keep the enemy busy. So I could do that. That's maybe something I'm a bit good at. So while doing that, for example, I can practice the dodging more often or better. And maybe that's gonna help me when I actually play an offensive character then as well. So me learning the dodging a little bit. And also, the third heal is the way to go, the instant heal, which also replenishes armor. So we'll have to do her cultivation quest, which was, I think, travel distance if I'm not mistaken, right? I think it was. But also get 4 kills, so I'm gonna have to try that. But we'll see. I'll try to just be more composed next stream. Hopefully this day, because I do enjoy the game. That's the problem I have at the moment as well. I love the gameplay. It's actually such a nice looking game as well. It's something I really enjoy. But I feel crap when I can't do anything decent. That's the only problem. Alright, well I don't suppose it's polite to keep an Emperor waiting too long, shall we? Yes, parley with the Emperor. I don't mind losing, I don't mind not winning, I don't mind that in Apex neither, but what I do mind is when I am playing trash. Me, myself. I put a limit, or I put quite some expectations on myself. That's, I guess, the problem. I expect myself to be able to do some decent stuff at least, and not just have no damage or anything almost. Ooh. Let's see a look here. Emperor against Alliance Leader. Got a nice cape though, nice armor. Gotta admit it.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today.
Ooh, stays polite at the moment.
As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you.
Nanamo. Look a potato.
As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals.
Ooh, Ian's sitting next to me. That's awesome.
Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Huh?
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Nolly was right though, a lot of cutscenes, but I like it. I like it.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor.
Flip, I'd almost forget Emmerich is sitting here as well.
For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned.
I'd almost forgot Emmerich was here. Oh, he's sitting nice to
chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end. Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
Oof! Shots fired.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers?
Oh boy. He's gonna have an answer on everyone, isn't he?
I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Yeah, we all understand politics. I know you do, Konnichiwa.
Wait, I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here.
Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alize says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future.
Hi.
Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Alright, have fun cleaning up stuff. Thanks for joining, Konnichiwa. See you next time, okay? Ooh. Phew, this is not really my forte. After his Radiant's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Elfina would have done, tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. The question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Empress Varys' relationship with the Ascians. As had we all, yet if he is in league with them, he's not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we will need to be subtle. With that I know more of the man, if you would indulge me. Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens, comes to that. Veneration of gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of his Radiant's own person. It sounds suspiciously like a religion in itself. I share your disdain for their hypocrisy. Even as they denigrate the idea of fate, they revere their leader with a favor others reserve for the divine. This is a flaw common to much to the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. Well, yep. I will say one thing for this Varys, he's well versed in the origin history. His interest in our affairs is that of the beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. And it's up to us to change that here and now. Ah, he would have made me ask the Emperor himself. Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. We can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers. Even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. Well, have mercy, but for Lady Alice's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows at the negotiation table. Not that Emperor Varys left us a great many options. It's unconditional surrender as he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up to something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the party? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Invite Varys to explain so. Say nothing of Xenos or the Ascians. You believe he's more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease? Mayhap you're right. Thank you, Zenko. Alright, let's continue. You spoken with everyone and everyone then? Good. Now all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor and hope we are far better the second attempt. Alright, let's enjoy this. Welcome back, buddy.
Now then, who would have the floor?
How about it, you?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question.
Oh.
I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rulga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
Nope, I'm leaving my head on, man. What do you mean?
Joining of worlds.
No one gonna see my face.
Of the source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
I'm the only one wearing my head, am I? No, no, technically the Emperor is wearing his head as well.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prize is a lie, your master's deep. I will stop you on the Ashes, no matter the cost. Ooh. Flip it, he became offensive, let's go offensive on him back! Well, I will stop you on the Ashes, no matter the cost.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
Sounds like a dictatorship to me.
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me. Not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable! Unconscionable!
Well, let's all stand up as well then.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands!
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
Bam bam!
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I'm a summoner, I'm gonna throw my book on your face, man. Cannot condone such loss of life. We can defeat the Ascians. We can defeat them as usual.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me.
You're welcome.
Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
Always the flippin' savages.
This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Ooh, some heavy cutscenes there. Ta-ta-ta-ta. I came back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle, so as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, I did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. Money! Base of War. Here we go. Oh, the Doman banner looks nice. Let's see, how many familiar faces are we gonna see?
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
Yugiri!
If the Gallians come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
That's the crazy thing about it actually, right? The Guardian
We knew
Empire is
from
still
the
bigger.
first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We got some strong warriors though. Let's be honest.
We must seize it, full stop.
Like Robon, Hien, we got the warriors of the steppe. Like the Dotaral. They're flipping strong. Some big names can make a difference in things like this. Even just a morale boost.
Two of you were to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Let's get him.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who'll really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
People love it how they worship us.
The Dorman contingent. They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
Ah, flip, I would love to do it with the Domans. Let's go. My favorite place, it's my hometown anyway now.
We would be honored.
Wouldn't want it any other way,
When
Hien.
our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
Ah, what I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
Oh crap, he won't be fighting? Aw. That.
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Na, 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 na.
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphino wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
I got your back, Alize.
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Da-da-da. Oh, it's a dungeon. Would you look at that? Kinda wanna do this on my DPS actually. Can I move from here? Where are we? The logs? Kinda wanna do this on my damage dealer actually. Well, let's not, because it's gonna take forever otherwise. Let's do Scholar. There we go. That's probably for the easiest part. Let's just do it on the healer. We're level 80 on the healer now as well with a full set of 80 gear. And the guy who gave me the two parts, look at that. He actually even put the highest savage aim in there. Critical hit plus 60 and critical hit plus 60. While all the else is like only plus 12. Oh. It says critical hit plus 0. I guess something went wrong there. Guess I'll have to redo that once. Alright, let's see. Oh, what the flip? Eesh. Alright, this is quite intense. Actual battle zone. I got two samurais with me? Really? Are we kidding me? Two samurais. Nice. Na 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 na. Oh, awesome music. This song is even better.
Leave this to me.
Pam 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 pam. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Mark III be magical losses. Okay, that's a funny mechanic. Oh, crappy. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. They gave the song a boost. Woo! Woo! Hello. Kaboom. Na 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 na. Get him!
I shan't hold back!
Oh, Pippin! Pippin! Oh, and Lise is fighting here as well. Didn't see her. Na 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 na. Hey, look, that's the mount I got. Prometheus, really? Let's get him. Nitro spin. Nice, sir. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Emmerich! Oh, and kind of Senna on the battlefield. Would you look at that?
You underestimate me.
Wouldn't have seen that coming. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Honestly, I didn't.
Out of my way!
Ian! Ayugiri. Padam pam 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 padam pam pam pam. Na 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 na. Whoa! Hello. I didn't see you. Didn't expect you there. Na, na, na. Oh, I'm kind of annoyed that I have to go already so soon. In like an hour I have to go, so I won't be able to stream much longer. And I don't know when I'm gonna be back, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream again later today. Kind of annoying. You got to go again? Okay, that's see you when you're back, maybe, if I'm still here. And if not, thank you for joining and hope to see you next one, okay, Ellie? Na 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 Na, 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 na. Hey, Pippin and Lise are here now. Na, 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 na. Oh, it's another big dude. Hello Koneko, welcome back. Ooh, let's dodge this. Na na na. Another one? Another one. Na, na. Oh. Na, na. Self-detonate, that don't sound too good.
This day you die.
Yugini! Whoa, fancy! Why do I not have a skill like that as a ninja? Go on, Zenko, leave the soldiers to us. We can throw nice shurikens, but I haven't leveled that high enough for my ninja yet. Alright, who's the end boss in this one, I wonder? Looking like this, it's gonna be some sort of robot, I guess. Oh, no, those two! Ooh, the flippin' personal bodyguards. These savages bested our vanguard. Impressive. But in the end, they are only that. Savages. Now let us be brief. His radiance awaits. Ooh, his personal bodyguards, eh? So... Yeesh. I was wondering already when we were gonna see those two in action. Ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Anya, take the field. Anya and Julia, okay. Nah. What's this? Let's check later. Armor has been enhanced. Okay. Oh crap! Dodge that. Woo! Dodge a lot. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Looks like Anya is not gonna survive it really good. Bye Anya, you're about to die. At least if you die, maybe you just jump away. Okay, together now? Sure. Oh, okay, I felt that one. I was supposed to dodge it. Oh, I think I know what I do wrong with this skill. I cast it too fast. Because now it actually did work. I give everyone a big shield. Ready the cerulean pangs? That don't look good. That don't sound good. Oh crap, what the flip? Okay, get this away. AoE damage. Look at the nice heals. Not a love this healer. Being mean. Oh, hang on. Can this just die? Right. Still alive, but okay. Mate. Whoops. Nice, you cannot carry any more elegant tombstone scrap. They're still alive though. We have served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. Right. Who uses smoke grenades anyway? Just use a flashbang into your own face as well. Ba-na-na-na-na. Good tank. GG, indeed. Expecting another cutscene now, honestly. Guessing the fighting is won now by us.
There you are, and none the worse for wear.
Easy peasy fight.
Indeed. I had hoped we might do more to help, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Oh gosh, here we go again.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Oh gosh, really? Alice gone now as well? Well, we're the only sign left now.
Oh no, don't tell me. Are you all right?
I'm strong enough, it seems like.
Quickly, we must get her back to the encampment.
Crap. Summoner. Cutscene. The Guardians have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not. They won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help and that of the Eastern Allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alizé, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, the Chirurgeons have completed their examination of Mistress Alizé, and it is as we feared. She's locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Guardians picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 science incapacitated, and with the enemy on their doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. Best I can do is see to it that Alice is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yugira and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the far east is under sail, and all must be made ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. Judging by the Guardians' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow Science, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. There's still Kryl, I guess. Speaking with Hoary Boulder? Literally when there's no one else left. When there's no one else left to get your quest from. Maybe Kryl has found a solution. He's still out there looking for one. I took off my helmet now. Oh yeah, Ellie has to go in. Ellie's go. Ah, Zenko, welcome home. Word has it you and Mistress Elise give the Guardians quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Elise? I was certain she would have returned by now. Ida 12. Not her too. Okra and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Colton Ekral and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole after all, though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. Na na na. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamik. That's where we just fought. Xenos. Though it's the fake one, but still. If he's as strong as Xenos was, then we might have an issue. He's probably stronger anyway. Since it's Elidibus. We're literally not even gonna see anything. Woo! Which is just him walking there. That says enough. Ah, Zenko, yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Although if you've come to inquire about our stricken brother and sisters, I am afraid I have naught to report. Colton and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them, alas. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Elfina had been brought here and I wish to see if his condition has improved. Oh, Maxima. Master Zenko, I've heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only short for a while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such a word must sound coming from a Guardian's lips, but I speak them out of love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I chose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though it will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that ignominy. It will seem a small price to pay if it helps to prevent this conflict from escalating any further. Be enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Elfina. An acquaintance of Zenko and Elfina, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company. You will follow me, sir. When word reached me that Elfina had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad. It pains me to see him thus, but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The Populares could not have wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. He awaits my return at North Silvertier, and I am certain he would be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Where? Oh, outside, okay. Maybe Sid? Maybe Sid brought him here? Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. Of course, give me time, buddy. Give me time. Hearing is fast, but, you know. It's Sid! It sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called me. Sid, I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garmalt. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Guardians would say he's a traitor, that he turned his back on his country. We of the Populares, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Empire's dream of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. Please, revolutionary is the term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who brought the aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Ramon that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Yep. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. I think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to Hundasians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay that. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Aldin also spoke of the Alliance meeting with the Emperor, though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garmalt was founded by the Ascians? But that is madness. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it, and yet I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Ascians must be stopped to save my people. Save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left it a lot sooner. But that is the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Serious Wall was a good start, but we can do more. And we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from for the Warrior of Light. Commander Alden requests your presence at the Alliance headquarters. Now let me go. He will discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Hi Ellie, welcome back. Ah yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it would be long before Judy called you away. I'm no doubt of being of the essence. Could I tempt you to a ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's any faster way to rob on side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. Hello. I saw your message retracted, so I was guessing like, oh, Ellie's back. I swear every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger, and every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious, which of course is an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Zenko, not even you, so please take care of yourself out there. I pray you remain safe on the front lines, though I'll equip you to join the fray. I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Okay. Requiem for Heroes. This could actually be the last one. Let me actually Google it real quick. I think this might be the last one, and then we actually enter Shadowbringers officially. Yes, Requiem of Heroes is the last one. After this, Shadowbringers officially starts with the Circe's Trench. There's actually still a lot of quests till level 70, but that's fine. So I might call the stream after this one, because I have to prepare soon as well. Commander Alden is waiting, sir. It would be best if we proceeded to Alliance headquarters at once. Are you ready? This cutscene should probably not take too long, because just a normal one, they say. But then at least we finished it and we finally hit Shadowbringers, and then I can call it a day. Oh wait, no, it is gonna be something? You're here. Good, I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I would apprise you of the Guardian's movements. Ooh, crap. No, we're not gonna do that then. Okay, we're gonna call it here. It's several cutscenes, I'm not taking the risk, I need to prepare to get out. I'm sorry, I was hoping we'd be able to finish it. At least we know that it's literally one thing that I need to do, and then we are good to go and start our journey in Shadowbringers. So next time I can also do some trials. We get our last 3 mounts, so we can get our wolf. Or our QB, I mean, actually, more or less. By the way, Ellie, I took off the helmet for the last cutscenes, but you know, you just joined and I have to go now, so... Honestly, it still looks nice without anyway. Like, the outfit still looks cool, like this is... Okay, I need a screenshot. Oh yeah, we can't mount here. Oh. It's dark again as well. Fancy looking. Alright, I'm gonna turn around here. This seems like a nice spot. There we go. Of course, you're welcome. Let me carry my book. It's gonna be weekdays again? Ugh. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Well, it's not my fault you have to go to bed at 9. Speak with your parents about it, you baka! I can't do much about it. I'll see if I can do another stream later today, but I'm gonna have to be away for several hours, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Plus, like, by the time I might be back, it's the middle of the night for you as well, so I'm sorry, Ali, about that. But, oh, you're also gonna have classes soon. Well, true. What was that reason, maybe? To get into the class schedule again? That you have to go sleep so soon now? Hey, you know, I can understand if you can't watch the streams because, you know, school is important. I know that. Alright. Phone going. Alright. I'ma call this here. So, thank you everyone for joining. Sorry that it might be the only stream today. I don't know, I'll see if I can post on Twitter if I know maybe in advance a little bit. If I'll be able to do another stream. And if not, then, well, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'll see you tomorrow, then hopefully. So, thank you everyone for joining. Have a wonderful day, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.